Good evening to you. I'm Christine Johnson. We have the latest now on the coronavirus. Some major new developments tonight in this outbreak. Mayor de Blasio just announced restaurants, bars, and cafes will be limited to takeout only. Nightclubs, movie theaters, and concert venues must close. Earlier today, he closed the New York City school system, the largest district in the country. And he also confirmed 5 people in the city have died from COVID-19. The number of cases in New York State now stand at 729. In New Jersey, 98, and in Connecticut, 26. We have team coverage for you. Let's begin with CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez. She's on the Upper West Side. Hazel?
Christine, New York City is known as the city that doesn't sleep, but boy, are things changing at lightning speed. Starting on Tuesday at 9 a.m., as you mentioned, bars, cafes, and restaurants like the one behind me will be limited to takeout and delivery only. Movie theaters and all entertainment venues will be closed. Starting tomorrow, New York City public schools will be closed. The mayor saying these were very difficult decisions to make, but with the rising number of coronavirus cases and deaths, he said the city had to respond with wartime mentality. Cleaning crews in protective gear were painstakingly cleaning LaGuardia High School Sunday night. This just hours after Mayor de Blasio announced all New York City public schools will be closed for the next 5 weeks, possibly for the remainder of the school year.
It's very painful. It's going to be very difficult for a lot of families. And so this is a decision that I have taken with no joy whatsoever, with a lot of pain, honestly, because it's something I could not in a million years have imagined having to do.
This is really scary for us.
Many working parents like Todd Walker are scrambling to make plans for their children.
It's a long time.
It's
an outrageously long time.
It's really tricky if you have an hourly based job and all the offices I work in are closing, and so we're just trying to eke out as much time as possible before everything shuts down.
The mayor and Governor Cuomo had hesitated to shutter the schools, concerned about childcare for essential workers and critical food programs for students in need. The school buildings will be open to provide students with grab-and-go meals for the duration of the closure. The city is also working on a plan to provide childcare for healthcare workers starting next week.
I think that it makes sense to say that the concern is about parents who don't have childcare, and those parents especially being in the health services industry, and that maybe we would reduce our capacity to take care of New Yorkers because nurses and doctors might have to be home to care for kids who would otherwise be in school.
Starting March 23rd, students K through 12 will begin remote learning online. The schools will provide internet-connected devices for all students who don't have one.
We're going to also prioritize our students living in temporary housing, our students that are living in poverty, and students that do not have access to those resources.
Senior centers are also closed, but will open doors to provide to-go meals. Hospitals are being ordered to cancel all non-essential surgeries.
We got to take this more and more seriously with every passing day. It's tough. It's tough to get out of the patterns that we've lived our whole lives in. But something's changed, and it's not going back.
Again, a lot to take in. So again, New York City public schools closed tomorrow through at least April 20th. The bars, restaurants, cafes starting Tuesday will be limited to takeout and delivery only. But for now, those businesses are required to have 50% occupancy. The mayor saying the FDNY, New York City sheriffs will be making sure they are following those rules. Any violators could face fines and possible arrest. We're live on the Upper West Side. Hazel Sanchez, CBS 2 News.